Welcome everyone to session week 5, a clearing session. We are clearing today debt, and now we're going to do a clearing session on debt itself. So if I share my screen, share screen. Okay. So first of all, I would like you to check in and give me your numbers on a scale of 1 to 10. Quickly write this down. How happy are you with your debt on a scale of 1 to 10? With 1 being not very happy and 10 being, oh my God, I'm ecstatic, I have no debt. So what is your numbers? And we have, let me see if I can move this. No, I can't. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so we've got 10 to 1, Christy, Julia 1, and Matty 8. Okay, so 10 must be Maya. Okay, fabulous. So how comfortable do you feel with having debt? How comfortable do you feel with having debt? And ideally, if you are going to be building a multi-million-dollar business, if that's all you want to do, or have at least a 6-figure business, or not so much in the profession, but if you want to have any kind of business, you will need to become very comfortable around debt, okay? You will need to be very, very comfortable around debt. So this is very important. How comfortable are you with having the feeling of having debt? Matty says 8, Julie says 3, Sabine 1, Sheriff Vanessa 1, okay. Okay, that's fine. And how happy, now this, I usually get big numbers on this, but how happy are you with the idea of money? So how happy are you with the idea of money on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 not very happy and 10 very happy. Let's see the chat box for that. Yvonne says 10, Christine says 10, awesome, awesome, awesome. Sharon says 8, awesome. Maya 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I love you, Maya. All right, how confident can you really? Seriously, I have to fix this slide. How confident are you with your new level of debt goal, which should be 0? So what, how confident do you feel that you can actually finish off and get rid of all your bad debt? Not good debt. We're not talking about good debt, but how confident are you that you can get rid of all your bad debt? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 very confident you absolutely can do it. Sorry, 10 very confident you absolutely can do it, and 1 not very confident. I'm not really sure I can. Maya says 10, Yvonne 9, Matty 9, Juliet 7, Christine 6. Okay, awesome. And lastly, how happy are you being wealthy? Let me repeat that. How happy are you being wealthy? With 1 not very happy and 10 being extremely happy. Yep. And remember, wealthy is a subjective word. For somebody, it's being a 6-figure earner. For somebody else, it's being a multiple 7-figure earner. 10, 10, 10, 12 from Shamantha, and 20 from Sabine. Zillions of 10s. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Okay. Julie says 7. Fabulous. Okay. So now, comfortably. We are now going to connect to the light. So now we are going to do the clearing sessions. Remember, I'm going to connect to the light first, and thereafter we do the negative round, and then I pause, I ask you how you feel, and then we'll go and do the positive round. It's going to be very, very powerful. I already have my head's already spinning, which means we're going to bring in a lot of energy today. It's going to be really intense. So this should be a powerful session. You will get by the way, this will be a workbook that you will get. Don't pay attention to my words, because I use whatever's written on the slides in my clearing session is just for guidance, just to keep me on track, to make sure I cover everything. Otherwise, I channel, and therefore I do speak fast. So please don't try to follow my words. Just don't try to follow the words, because then you'll be using your conscious mind, and we actually want you to knock out your conscious mind, and we want your subconscious mind to get the clearing and very deeply as possible. If you fall asleep, that's still fine. If you are sleepy, that's great. And if you feel emotions, if you feel pain, I'll probably pick it up anyway. If I don't, then you put your video on and just ping me or something if I don't notice, okay? But I probably will pick it up anyway. All right, let's get started. 1 second. All right, with your eyes closed. With your eyes closed. Breathe deeply, just for a moment. Take deep breaths. And then with your eyes closed, take your energy up 300 feet above your head, just under the clouds. Just in the clouds. And just under the clouds, imagine there's a 3-dimensional door that opens up to, just opens up and and lets in a lot of light, a lot of light. Now this light could be white, it could be silver, it could be golden, whatever it is, for whatever form it takes is absolutely brilliant. Just allow it. And bring this beam of light down and bring it down into your crown. Clearing out your crown. Clear, clear, clear. Really just allow you, open up your crown and just allow as much of this light in there as possible. Just really fill it up with really pure love and light from divine source energy. Remember, this is masculine fatherly energy. Just fill it up with all the love and affection and the kind of support that you've always needed and wanted and desired from the masculine fatherly energy. Really fill it up. And then let's take it and cleanse out your third eye. Now, most of you are saying, you know, a lot of you are actually getting your intuitions opening up, you're getting more guidance and you're taking more inspired action. This is one of the reasons why, because at every session, I make sure I go and I cleanse your third eye. You're going to open up your intuition. So by the end of the 8 weeks, your intuition should have heightened a lot. So let's cleanse out your third eye. Let's cleanse it from top to bottom, left to right, front to back. Really cleanse it. So you can see the truth, you can hear the truth. And you can see between the lines, and you can see beyond the words, you can see beyond the vision, you can hear beyond the hearing spectrum. And then let's take the energy down and cleanse out your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your throat. Really cleanse out your throat. Really cleanse out your throat. Somebody's throat's very tight. Okay. Okay. Cleanse. Really just imagine it being like a tornado, almost like being a tornado and just swirling around your neck, your throat, and just cleansing it. So you can speak the truth, you can speak your truth, and you can speak the highest truth. So that you get where you need to, where you want to, and you will quickly and efficiently. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse your throat. And then take it into your shoulders. Then your arms, your forearms, out of your hands and out of your fingertips. And then take it down your torso, front and back. Front and back, cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. And let's cleanse out your heart chakra on the way. Really cleanse. Really, really cleanse. And then take it down. Oh, someone's stomach. Just come and just really cleanse out your stomach. Chef Vanessa, you've got something wrong with your stomach, my lovely, have you? Okay. Put in the chat box if you do. I'm picking up as you, honey. If it's not you, actually, put it this way. Don't put in the chat box if it's not you. If it is you, then just ignore it. Just fill your stomach up with a lot of light. A lot of love and a lot of light. Just cleanse it. Again, leave a tornado here. Bring it into a tornado format. And let it swirl around and cleanse, 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 cleanse. Cleanse, 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 cleanse. And then take it down into your hips. And let's take it down your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet. And then throw your feet into the center of the earth. Okay, somebody's back too. Okay. All right. Connect, if the energy from above is fatherly masculine energy, the energy in the center of the earth, this ball of light in the center of the earth, is feminine motherly energy. Really connect to this motherly energy in the center of the earth. Really connect there. Really, really connect. Like deposit all your worries, anxiety, and fear and sadness in there. Just let's deposit everything there. Deposit everything there. And let's have the energy shoot right back up from there. This pure love and light shoots right back up. And it goes up your feet, up your calves, up your knees, up your thighs, up your hips, up your stomach, up your chest, up your throat, and out of your head. Somebody's throat and somebody else middle back. And my stomach's not better, Sharon, so thank you for that. So you must have brought in the light, thank you. But it's now the middle back and throat. So just bring in a lot of light from top and bottom. Now where both these energies meet around your heart, make a big bubble of energy all the way around you, and let's expand out. Let's expand out. Let's go 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, 100 feet. Let's go as big as the house you're in. Let's go big as the city you're in. And let's expand out to as big as the country you're in. And let's extend it further to the edges of the universe. Now, this is the energy body, and you can carry on expanding to the edges of the universe and beyond, because there is no limitation on this. However, we will hover around the outskirts of Earth, as that's what we need to do for today. And as you hover around there, bring your focus back onto your heart. And quickly open your eyes and tell me how you feel before we start. I just want to make sure you guys are okay. Just share with me. Matty, you're okay, good. Thank you, Matty. Just anything like thumbs up or something in the chat box. Oh, Shannon says bloating and discomfort. It was you, okay, so that's your stomach. Okay, that's what I felt, my lovely. Nisha says good, Yvonne says okay, Shannon says okay, and Julie says very sleepy, tight chest, icy throat. So it's your throat, honey. I'm really feeling your throat, okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll clear this, my love. This will clear as we do, because I told you today, Maya, good. I'm going to clear everything historically. Fantastic, Maya. Brilliant. Yvonne says a little sad. Yeah, I am too. If you notice my energy, it's not the happy-go-lucky jumping off the walls today. It's actually very subdued. So that's normal. Okay, my lovelies, close your eyes again. And now we're going to actually go and clear. Anyone everywhere, I have all this debt. Anyone everywhere, I have this feeling, this anxiety of all this debt, and it feels like death. It feels like I'm losing myself. I'm losing everything I have. I'm losing everything I ever owned. I'm losing myself. Everything that allows me to feel panic and anxious and fear around my debt. Everything that is as clear and transmitted, because that is this in reality. Anyone everywhere, I have all this debt and I can't get rid of it. Anyone everywhere, I have all this debt and I can never get rid of it. Anywhere I have all this debt and I'm not allowed to get rid of it. I'm not supposed to get rid of it. I cannot get rid of it. Everything that is as clear and transmitted, because time is reality. Anywhere I cannot, I will not, should not get rid of this debt, because it makes me feel real. It makes me feel who I am. It gives me a sense of reality. It gives me a sense of stability. It gives me my definition of who I am. Anywhere my debt defines who I am. Everything that is as clear and transmitted, because that is this reality. Anywhere my debt defines who I am and where I should be and where I should stay and where I should stay forever and ever and ever, and in the future also. Everything that is as clear and transmitted, because that is this reality. Anywhere everywhere my debt defines who I am. Anywhere my debt defines who I am. Anywhere my debt defines who I am, what I am, and where I'm supposed to be. Everything that is, let's clear and transmitted, because the time is this in reality. Anyone ever, I cannot, I will not, should get rid of this debt, because it's supposed to be with me and it's supposed to stay with me till the day I die. Everything that is, let's clear and transmitted, because the time is this in reality. Anyone ever, I cannot, I will not, should not get rid of my debt, because it is who I am and it defines, it's part of my identity. It's who I am, it's who I'm supposed to be, it's who I'm meant to be, and who defines, my debt defines who I am. Everything that is, let's clear and transfer, because the time is this in reality. Anyone everywhere, this debt feels like death, but it feels like that's the only reality I know. Anyone everywhere, this debt feels like death, and it's the only reality I know. Everything that is, let's clear and transfer, because the time is reality. Anyone everywhere, I have this really bad feeling, this really panic and fear and worry around my debt. Everything that is, let's clear and transfer, because the time is this and reality. Anyone everywhere, I cannot, I will not, should not get rid of this panic, this fear, and this anxiety. It's clear and transmitted, because the time is this in reality. Anyone ever, I'm ashamed. I'm so ashamed of myself for having so much debt. Everything that is clear and transmitted, because the time is this in reality. Anyone ever, I'm so embarrassed to have so much debt. How could I possibly get so much debt? How was I so stupid to get so much debt? Anywhere, that's clear and transmitted, because the time is this in reality. Anyone ever, I cannot, I will not, I should not have any debt, and I was stupid enough to have this debt, and I'm so embarrassed to have so much debt. Everything that is clear and transmitted, because the time is this in reality. Anyone ever, my debt defines who I am, and I'm stupid, and therefore I am really stupid, and therefore I should be stupid, and therefore I'm treated as stupid. Everything that is clear and transmitted, because the time is in reality. And even if your debt defines who you are, and therefore you're stupid, everything that is clear and transmitted, because the time is in reality. Anyway, I'm embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. I cannot feel anything else but embarrassed. Anyway, I'm so totally and utterly embarrassed with myself for having so much debt. Everything that is clear and transmitted, because the time is in reality. And even everywhere, I should be ashamed. I should be judged, and I deserve to feel shame. Everything that is, let's claim transmitted, because the time is in reality. Anyway, I judge myself for having so much debt. Anyway, others judge me for having so much debt. Anyway, I'm judged and I feel embarrassed and ashamed for having so much debt. Everything that is claim transmitted, because the time is in reality. Anyway, I cannot forgive myself. Anyway, it's totally unforgivable. Anyway, this is totally unforgivable, and this is how it feels, and this is how it is, and this is how it's going to be forever and ever and ever. Everything that is, let's claim transmitted, because time is eternity. Anyway, my debt is with me for eternity. Anyway, my debt is supposed to be with me for eternity. Anyway, my debt is with me for eternity. Everything that is, let's claim transmitted, because time is in reality. Anyway, I will not allow myself to be debt free. Everything that is, let's claim transmitted, because time is eternity. Anyway, this debt is a feeling and this debt is feeling shameful and embarrassing, and it makes me feel I'm stupid, I'm idiotic, I'm this horrible person, I'm this stupid person, and I should be embarrassed, and I deserve to feel embarrassed, and I deserve to feel ashamed. Everything that is, that's clear and transmitted because it's time humanity. Everything that is, I clear and transmit because it's time humanity. Anywhere I am embarrassed, I feel deeply embarrassed, and I cannot feel but embarrassed about myself, who I am, what I'm supposed to do. Everything that is, that's clear and transmitted because it's time humanity. Anyone everywhere, I cannot, I will not, should not feel great about myself, and I should feel horrible and feel embarrassed about myself because of my debt. Everything that is clear and transmitted because I'm energy. Anywhere my debt defines who I am. Let's clear and transmit because I'm energy. Anywhere this hurts, anywhere my debt really hurts, it causes me pain, it causes me sadness, it causes me anxiety. Everything that is, let's claim transmute because the damage penalty. Anyone everywhere, this truth really hurts, and the truth is I am in a lot of debt and I don't want to face it, and it hurts and it hurts and it hurts. Everything that is, let's claim transmute because the damage penalty. Anyone everywhere, this truth really hurts and I'm in debt. Anyway, this truth really hurts and I'm in so much debt. Anyway, this truth really hurts and I feel embarrassed about all my debt. Everything that is, let's claim transmute because the damage penalty. Anyone everywhere, is this harsh truth is really painful. Anyway, this harsh truth of so much debt is really painful. Anyway, this harsh truth of so much pain and I feel embarrassed about is really, really painful. Everything that is, let's claim transmit because of damage penalty. Anyway, I feel like a loser. Anyway, I feel like I'm a loser. Anyway, I feel like a loser. Anyway, I feel like a loser for having so much debt. Everything that is claim transmit because of damage penalty. Anyway, I feel like I'm losing. I think I'm losing. I think I'm losing myself. I think I have lost myself. I think I've lost my sense of stability. I think I've lost my sense of self. Anyone of it, I've lost myself because of this debt. Everything that is, as claim transmit because of damage penalty. Anywhere, I've never enough. Anywhere, it doesn't matter what I do, how much money I make, it's never enough. It's never enough, and then I always have to have debt. Anywhere, whatever money I make is never enough, and I always have to have debt. Everything that is, as claim transmit because of damage penalty. Anywhere, I will not allow myself to feel worthy to be debt free. Everything that is, as claim transmit because of damage penalty. Anyone everywhere, I feel like a failure. Anywhere, I am a failure. Anywhere, I cannot help but feel like a failure. Everything that is, as claim transmit because of damage penalty. Anyone every I am and I feel like a failure. Anyway, I can't feel anything but like a failure. Everything that is, let's claim transmute because the time is energy. Anyone everywhere, it's never enough. Anyway, it doesn't matter how much money you can make, it's never enough. Everything that is claim transmute because the time is based in reality. Anyway, I feel that right in my stomach. Sharon, this is for you. Anyway, I feel this really in my stomach and my lower back and in my shoulders and in my head and in my throat. Everything that is, let's claim transmit because the time is reality. Anyway, my stomach is really tight and painful, and I feel bloated, and I feel exhausted, and I feel in really horrible tight space. Everything that is, let's claim transmit because the time is reality. Anyway, I have this tight feeling in my chest and this lump in my throat and this pain in my lower back and my shoulders. Everything that is, let's claim transmit because the time is reality. Anyway, I feel all these emotions and all these negative emotions every time I think of that. Everything that is, let's claim transmit because the time is reality. Everything. Anyway, I cannot and I will not allow myself to be set free and set myself free from this pain, from the pain and this tightness around my stomach, around my throat, around this bloating feeling in my stomach. Everywhere I not give myself permission to feel free from it, I clear and transmute across all harmonious space and reality. Anyway, this probably means I deserve it. Anyway, all these emotions mean I deserve to feel like crap as I do. Anyway, I deserve to feel the pain and anxiety that I do. Everything that is clear and transmute across all harmonious reality. Anyway, the sadness, this fear, this disappointment, and this powerlessness around my debt, it's clear. It's there for me to keep myself in check, to keep myself small, to keep myself insignificant. Everything that is clear and transmit because the time is this and reality. Anywhere I feel disappointment. Anywhere I feel powerlessness. Anywhere I feel disgusted. Everything that is clear and transmit because the time is this and reality. Anywhere I really feel this loss in my debt. Anywhere I really feel this loss in my debt. Anywhere I really feel this doubt in my debt. Everything that is clear and transmit because the time is this and reality. Anyway, I can never really feel safe because of this. Anyway, I can never really feel safe because of this. Anyway, I can never really feel safe because of this. Everything that is clear and transmit because the time is this and reality. Anyway, I will not allow myself I cannot allow myself to feel this way. Anyway, I cannot allow myself to be this way. Anyway, I cannot allow myself to be debt free. Everything that is clear and transmit because the time is this in reality. Anyone everywhere, I will not allow myself to feel safe around money, around debt. Everything that is claim transfer because of damage space and reality. Anyway, I never get to feel solid around money. Anyway, I can never feel solid and grounded around money. Everything, I never feel solid and grounded around money. Everything that is claim transfer because of damage space and reality. Anyway, all this emotions around debt is keeping me slow, it's keeping me down, and I'm trying to honor all these emotions and still feel like crap. And it makes my body ache. Everything that is claim transfer because of damage personality. Anyone every this powerlessness I have around money, around debt, makes me feel stupid and powerless and like a failure. Everything that is claim transfer because of damage personality. Anyone every I feel like a failure. Everywhere I feel like a failure, let's clear and transmit because the energy. Anyway, I hate this feeling, I can never win from this. Anyway, I hate this feeling, I can never win from this. Anyway, I hate this feeling, I can never win from this. Let's clear and transmit because the damage space and reality. Any area I cannot and I will not allow myself to feel powerful and in control of myself. Everything that is a clear and transmit because the damage space and reality. Anyway, I never get a break from this day. Anyway, I never get a break from this day. Anyway, I never get a break from this day. Everything that is a clear and transmit because the damage space and reality. Anyway, whatever I do is never enough. Whatever I do is never enough. Anyway, whatever I do is never enough. Everything that is clear and transmit because the damage space and reality. Anyway, everywhere, maybe I'm not enough. Anyway, maybe I'm not enough. Maybe never is true that I'm not enough. Everything that is clear and transmit because the damage space and reality. Anyway, I have all this feeling of powerlessness. Whatever I do is never enough. Everything that is clear and transmit because the damage space and reality. Anyway, I feel so powerless. Anyway, I feel so stupid. Anyway, I feel such a failure. Anyway, whatever I do is never enough to get rid of this debt, for me to feel safe and secure, for me to be having more power over this debt. Everything that is clear and transmit because the damage space and reality. Anyway, whatever I do is never enough. Anyway, whatever I do is never enough. Everything that is clear and transmit because the damage space and reality. Anyway, I feel like I'm just not enough. Anyway, I feel like I'm just not enough. Anyway, I feel like I'm just not enough. Everything that is clear and transmit because the damage space and reality. Anyway, whatever I do, I fall short of paying off this debt. Anyway, I fall short of making more money. Anyway, my income's always less than my expenditure. Anyway, I have to borrow money every single month. Anyway, I have to have debt, otherwise I can't live. Everywhere that is, let's claim and transmit because the damage is space and reality. Anywhere I mustn't be enough. Anywhere I must not be enough. Anywhere I must not be enough. Everything that is, let's claim and transmit because the damage is reality. Anyway, this is proof of black and white that I'm not worthy, that I'm not worth enough, that I'm a failure, that I'm a loser. Everything that is, let's claim and transmit because the damage is reality. Anyway, this is plain black and white writing telling me that I'm stupid and I'm a poor money manager. I'm a stupid with money. Everything that is, let's claim and transmit because the damage is reality. Anyway, can someone bring a lot of light in your shoulder blades? The more I'm saying it, the more the pain is intensifying in the shoulder blades, please. So bring a lot of light and put it in your shoulder blades. Anyone every I'm a failure. Anyone every I'm a failure. Anyone every I'm a failure. Let's clear and transmit because the damage is this and reality. Anyone every I'm a failure, and it's proof in black and white that I'm a failure around money, around debt. Everything that is clear and transmit because the damage is reality. Anyone every in dollars and cents, my debt shows that I'm not enough. Anyone every in dollars and cents, my debt shows that I am not enough. Anywhere in pounds and euros and in every currency possible, it shows the fact that in black and white that I am not enough. Everything that is clear and transmit because the damage is reality. Anywhere it shows in black and white writing that I am not enough. Everything that is as clear and transmit because the damage is reality. Anyway, I just can't make it work. Anyway, I just can't make it right. Anyway, I cannot do this right. I cannot make this right. Everything that is as clear and transmit because the damage is reality. Anyway, this old belief, this old program tells me I'm just not enough. Let's clear and transmit because the damage is reality. Anyway, whatever I do is not enough. Let's clear and transmit because the damage is reality. Anyway, this old belief, this old program which tells me I'm not enough. Let's clear and transmute because the damage is space and reality. Anywhere, everywhere, I still believe that I am not enough and I can't change to this, and I can't change my debt, and I can't clear my debt, and I can't move away from my debt. Everything that is, let's clear and transmute because the damage is reality. Anywhere, everywhere, I'm not enough and I'm not enough. Let's clear and transmute because the damage is space and reality. Anywhere, everywhere, this old programming, this old paradigm, and this old thinking that I'm just not enough around money, and therefore I need debt to keep myself in line, and keep myself in check, and keep myself small. Let's clear and transmute across all time, dimension, space, and reality. All right, so that's at the end of the first part. I want you to take a nice deep breath and measure how you feel right now. And this round can bring up a lot of feelings of emotions, thoughts and memories of physical sensation, actually, of being trapped, of sadness, of being, you know, the past feelings that you have. Just feel those emotions. I'm going to stop share for a moment. I want you to tell me that you guys are okay. So how are you feeling? Just share with me how you're feeling just before we carry on with the positive round. By the way, my shoulder blades of pain has gone, so thank you, whoever that was. Yvonne says a little sad. Yeah, Yvonne, it's going to be, we let go of a lot of emotions there, and that was, yeah, it's going to bring up sadness because, yes, I started screaming silently during this round, Nisha. Yeah, it's normal, Nisha. I'm very sad too. There's this real sense of sadness at the moment. I felt fear during the clearing. That's okay, honey. That's just your energies leaving. By the way, the sense of fear, I'm gonna give something to you. I do. So this is something that Matty knows. Okay, that Matty will be aware because he's my one-to-one client and we work together. When we clear, the way I clear, especially, and the way Matty do it, we do take entities away. So for some of you, so the fear around you feel, I think it's Yvonne who is because I cleared some entities for me as well. So I'm not telling you this because You guys don't need to know what level of work I'm doing. You just need to know the benefits. So we do clear entities. So in this round, if there's an entity that's holding you back, if there's something in your mind or back, and like in sharing, if there was an entity in your stomach which I cleared, which hopefully your stomach should be feeling a lot better now, that they clear as well. So if don't be scared, because wherever you are, I'm with you in your energy field, protecting you and clearing you. So just keep that in mind, okay, honey? I just wanted to give you FYI why, if the fears come up and if you're scared, it's come up because the entity was leaving and it's just sort of scared you a little bit. So not to worry, my lovely. Mine says, wow, I'm holding my father and clearing for him, and I got really, really angry of the people who ripped me off. I screamed out loud. Yeah, that's another great point, actually. By the way, people, I've also said to you before, you can always clear other people as well. You can just put them in a little bubble on the side, left or right, so whichever way, doesn't really matter, and you can actually really, really clear, really, really clearly. Julia says, feel down, tired. Yeah. Maya says, yes, cool, I can feel it. Awesome work. Thank you, Maya. Yes, I'm glad. I mean, if you are intuitive, if you are aware of energy work, you'll be able to feel the entities leaving also. And this is the kind of work that we intuitives do. It's difficult to explain unless you are a clairvoyant or somebody who actually works with energy. So thank you, Maya. I'm glad you understood that. Yvonne says, thank you. And Maya says, I saw my balcony with the not so good painting. Okay, so that's what does that mean for you, Mati? So what does that mean? You need to change your picture then, Mati, doesn't it? You need to change your image, because that means something for you, Mati, especially you. That would definitely mean something to you. So what does that mean for you, my lovely? Maybe you can see a balcony with you know, when you go to positive round, it can show you the good. Some repair work is needed. Okay, exactly. So that's what I'm thinking. When you do the positive round, maybe that painting can change, and we can actually bring in a more brighter, more lovely painting for you. That means that we've actually repaired what work was required. So yeah, some repair. I do love that metaphor. Love it. Okay, people, we have just done the negative round. We're going to go and add in more energy, and this should actually clear some of the sadness. So it means I got a lot of betrayals, people taking large sums like a builder. Okay, great, honey. So just let it all go. Let it all go. And those are the stories. So this is in the energy. Just think of them, and something comes up. Think of them, and just allow the energy to leave. A lot of you've released a lot, by the way. You have released a lot. So I would say, everybody, if I look at the group as a whole, I think you've let go of about 30 to 40%, and this include the people who are watching this in replay. So those of you watching the replay, I'm taking you into consideration also when I say about 30 to 40% you've let go, which means every single person here needs to do this clearing at least once more. Every single person, okay? I'm gonna recheck at the end of the session when we add in the positive round, but because the negative things you've released 30 to 40%, I'm going to recheck again, but I would highly recommend that everybody does this round at least once more, because this is a powerful clearing. Okay, so fine, so that's great. So I'm going to start sharing screen again, and let's share the screen. And let's do the positive round. That should actually make you feel better. And the sadness should go by the end, okay? So close your eyes again. We've contracted a little bit, so can you just expand the energies out again, please? Expand your energies out. Really expand your energies out. Right. What would it take? What would it take for me to see my debt in a positive light? What would it take for me to see my debt as a way for me to know that I am a person of integrity and person of high creditworthiness, and somebody who's seen as somebody who's worthy of giving credit, and therefore I'm able to pay them back, and therefore I'm a person of high caliber, high credibility, and high creditworthiness. What would it take for me to understand that I am respected and honored as a creditworthy person of society? And anything in the way that is clear and transfer to dimensionality. What would it take for me to know that I am a creditworthy person? What would it take for me to know that people respect me and therefore allow me to have credit and therefore allow me to have these loans, and therefore for me to be able to see my debt in a positive light? Anything where that is clear and transfer to dimensionality. What would it take for me to see my debt, even though I haven't paid it yet? I know that I'm paying. I'm in the process of paying, and I will pay it. And anything where that is clear and transfer to dimensionality. What would it take for me to know that the debt is being paid and money's coming on its way for me to clear this debt once and for all? And this debt is now going to go, and I'm going to turn all my debt into good debt. And from now onwards, I'm going to be someone who's excellent money manager and is able to handle debt very well and becomes very good with handling good debt. And everything in the way that is clear and transmitted because of mentality. What would it take for me to know that I'm a great money manager? What would it take for me to know that I'm a great money manager? What would it take for me to know that I am brilliant at handling good debt and eliminating bad debt? And everything where that is clear and transmitted because of mentality. What would it take for me to always have work well with good debt and actually have zero balance in bad debt? And everything where that is clear and transmitted because of mentality. What would it take for me to put a plan in motion today, right now, and actually work on that actively for me to clear all my debt within the next 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 12 months? And everything where that is clear and transmitted because of mentality. What would it take for me to somehow know that I've changed? What would it take for me to feel calmer around money? What would it take for me to know that I feel calmer around my debt and around my money anymore? And what would it take for me to feel calmer and less stress around my debt and money right now? And everything about that is clear and transmitted because of mentality. What would it take for me to know that I got my debt in control? What would it take for me to know that I'm in control of my money and my debt? What would it take for me to know that I'm in control of my money and my debt? And everything about that is clear and transmitted because of mentality. What would it take for me to know that I am handling my debt and handling my money very, very well, and I'm a great money manager? And everything about that is clear and transmitted because of mentality. What would it take for me to see this debt simply as a present in my reality? What would it take for me to know that this is simply the present reality as it is, and that I'm actively changing it right now? And everything where that is clear and transmitted across the dimension. What would it take for me to know that this can be done and it will be done, and I will be clearing this right now over the next coming weeks, months, and over the next 12 months? And everything where that is clear and transmitted across the dimension. Anyway, I don't feel sure of this. Let's claim transmit across the time. What would it take for me to know with 100% certainty that I am in the process of paying back all my debt and repaying all my loans and repaying all of this bad debt? And anything in the way that let's claim transmit across the time. This is reality. What would it take for me to be open to the possibility and my intention of paying back this loan, these debts, these credit cards, and all this bad debt, and everything where that is clear and transmit across the time, which is this and reality? What would it take for me to know that this is my simple reality for my present, this is my present reality, and the debt is changing and diminishing day by day, by week, by month, and eventually over the next 12 months will diminish to zero, and everything where that is clear and transmit across the time, which is this in reality? What would it take for me to deal with this, to clear this debt? And this is a very good intention to have. And everything where that is clear and transmit across the time, which is this in reality. What would it take for me to know that this debt can be cleared now, today, and can be cleared forever, never, and never return on my and never have any mount up in my bad debt column in my profit loss portfolio? And everything where that is clear and transmit across the time, which is this in reality. What would it take for me to know that I can do this right now? What would it take for me to know that I can do this right now? What would it take for me to know that I can put a plan in motion right now which will allow me to clear all my debt? And everything where that is clear and transmit across the time, which is this in reality. What would it take for me to know that I'm a person of integrity and honor myself for that? What would it take for me to know that I'm a person of integrity and honor myself for that? What would it take for me to really know and understand and accept that I'm a person of integrity and honor myself like that right now? Everything in my that is clear and transmit across the time, which is this in reality. What would it take for me to know that I would love and I can and I will clear this debt very, very quickly? What would it take for me to know that I love and I will and I can clear this debt very, very quickly? And everything where that is clear and transmitted because the time is this reality. What would it take for me to let go of putting myself down and stop beating myself up about all this debt right now? What would it take for me to stop torturing myself and stop beating myself up about all this debt right now? What would it take for me to have a really positive energy around the possibility and the reality of paying back this debt right now? And everything where that is clear and transmitted across the time, which is this in reality. What would it take for me to have a very positive image of my debt, even my bad debt right now? And anything where that is clear and transmitted across the time, which is reality. What would it take for me to really accept the fact that I can actually turn this debt around? I can actually see my debt as a positive light, and I can find a way and put a plan in motion to get rid of my debt in the next 12 weeks, 12 months, or even sooner. And anything where that is clear and transmitted because the time, which is this in reality. What would it take for me to know that this is the truth? What would it take for me to know that this is the truth? What would it take for me to know that this is the truth, and it's the highest truth, and it's the real truth, that I am capable, more than capable, of eliminating all the bad debt within the next 12 months? And everything where that is clear and transmitted because the time, which is this in reality. What would it take for me to know that I can and I will and I should get rid of all this debt? And anything where that is clear and transmitted because the time, which is this in reality. What would it take for me to honor myself right now? What would it take for me to honor myself and my liabilities? What would it take for me to honor myself and all the hurt and all the pain that I've been through because of this debt? What would it take for me to honor all the pain and the anguish and the frustration and the anxiety that I've dealt with by looking at this debt until now? and accept that that's the past and this is the future. And everything where that is clear and transmitted because sometimes it's this in reality. What would it take for me to accept myself as the way I am? What would it take for me to accept and honor myself as the way I am? What would it take for me to accept myself and accept myself and be the person that I am? Somebody who's now working away to becoming a very good money manager. And everything where that is clear and transmitted because sometimes it's based in reality. What would it take for me to have new ideas and resources and support to actually clear all this debt right now? What would it take for me to have new ideas and support and resources to clear this debt right now? Everything where that is clear and transmitted because sometimes it's based in reality. What would it take for me to have a clear mind right now and for me to say now is the time to say yes to clearing all my debt and to become an excellent money manager? And everything where that is clear and transmitted because sometimes it's based in reality. What would it take for me to start telling myself that I deserve it and I'm worth it? I deserve it and I'm worth it, and I deserve to have clean to have zero balance in my bad debt, and for me to know that I'm worth it, to have zero balance in my bad debt, and everything where that is clear and transmitted because sometimes what would it take for me to know that I only need to have balance in my good debt? What would it take for me to know that I can attract other people's money, use OPM, other people's money, and have that as good debt to invest in my business and my product and services, and to exponentially grow my business and my services and my products and services, and to know that I can actually make a lot of money with that. Okay, someone's got a problem with that because my throat's reset hurting when I said that. What would it take for me to know that I can you bring in a lot of light when I clear somebody's throat? What would it take for me to know that I'm worth it, that I can do this, that I can actually have a lot of other people's money and use it wisely to invest in my business? I think this is for you, Shamantha. This is your problem, Shamantha. So what would it take for me to know that I can do this? I can use other people's money to build a successful business and actually do a really good job and actually give them profit and give a really good service in return. And everything where that is clear and transmitted because sometimes it's just this in reality. What would it take for me to know that I can do this right now? What would it take for me to know that I can use other people's money to build my own business and use it as good debt? And it could be great purpose for because I'm using other people's money. But I can do it and I will do it, and therefore I can and I will do it, and therefore I'm good and I'm a good person. I'm a good person of high caliber and high integrity, and therefore I'm really good with dealing with debt. And everything in my that is clear and transmitted because sometimes it's based in reality. Carry on bringing the light. My throat is getting better. What would it take for me to know that I'm a person of high integrity and therefore creditworthiness, and therefore I can use good debt and other people's money, OPM, other people's money to build a business, a thriving, exciting, brilliant business, which gives me greater return on investment, ROI, and which will benefit me and which will also benefit my creditors, and therefore allow me to build a fantastic business and have a fantastic relationship with money. And everything where that is clear and transmitted because sometimes it's based in reality. What would it take for me to know that I'm brilliant with money? What would it take for me to know that I'm great with debt? And what would it take for me to know that I'm brilliant with other people's money? Let it go. Whatever's coming, let it go. What would it take for me to know that I'm a great money manager and I can use other people's money to build my own business? And everything like that is clear and transmitted because sometimes it's based in reality. What would it take for you to know that you are a great money manager? What would it take for me to know that I'm a great money manager? What would it take for us all to know that we are great money managers? What would it take for us all to be fantastic at using other people's money at OPM and using credit to build a business and have a thriving business and to have a great ROI and have a fantastic relationship with money? Everything in the way that is clear and transmitted because sometimes it's just based in reality. Okay, that's better. That's better. What would it take for me to know that I'm a great money manager and everything like that is clear and transmitted because I'm actually this in reality? What would it take for me to let go of this old pain around using other people's money and other people's money and using a credit to build my business and everything like that is clear and transmitted because I'm actually this in reality? What would it take for me to know that I deserve it? What would it take for me to know that I really deserve it? What would it take for me to know that I'm worth it? What would it take for me to know that I'm worth it and I can do this and I will do this and I'll do this right now? Everything like that is clear and transmitted because I'm actually this in reality. What would it take for me to know that I'm ready to say yes to being debt-free? What would it take for me to know that I'm saying yes to being debt-free? What would it take for me to know that I'm saying yes to being debt-free from bad debt? And everything like that is clear and transmitted because I'm actually this. What would it take for me to know that I have everything I need to pay off my debt? What would it take for me to know that I have all the resources, all the contact, all the material resources that I could possibly need, and all the spiritual ones also to give me the guidance that I need to pay off of this debt right now? And everything like that is clear and transmitted because I'm reality. What would it take for me to be open to miracles? What would it take for me to be actually open to miracles and showing up and to help me to pay off this debt right now? Everything like that is clear and transmitted because I'm space and reality. What would it take for me to be open to miracles that show up and for me to pay this debt right now? And everything like that is clear and transmitted because I'm space and reality. What would it take for me to be open to miracles right now? What would it take for me to be open to miracles right now? What would it take for me to be open to miracles right now? Everything where that is clear and transmitted because I'm space and reality. What would it take for me to be open to ideas, actions, and persistence? What would it take for me to be open to ideas and actions and be persistent in paying off this bad debt right now? And everything where that is clear and transmitted because I'm reality. What would it take for me to know that I've learned enough lessons from my debt and I'm ready to let go for it? What would it take for me to know that I've learned all the lessons, all the karmic lessons that I had to learn, and I'm ready to let go of my debt? And everything like that is claim transmit, because I'm mentioning you. What would it take for me to know that I've learned all my lessons and I'm ready to let go of my karmic debt, and therefore I'm ready to let go of this debt right now? And everything like that is claim transmit, because I'm mentioning you. What would it take for me to let go of this karmic debt? What would it take for me to let go of this karmic debt? What would it take for me to know that I've learned all my lessons from my karmic lessons from this debt? I'm ready to let go of my karmic debt. And everything like that is claim transmit, because I'm mentioning. What would it take for me to let go of this energy right now? What would it take for me to let go of this energy right now? What would it take for me to let go of this energy right now? What would it take for me to let go of this energy right now? And everything like that is claim transmit, because I'm mentioning. What would it take for me to let go of the sadness? What would it take for me to go over this powerlessness? What would it take for me to go of all this powerlessness and sadness and annoyance and and embarrassment and shame, and start feeling empowered and in control of money and become a great money manager? And everything like that is claim transmit, because what would it take for me to say yes to being debt free right now? What would it take for me to say yes to being right now? What would it take for me to know that I've learned everything and I can move on quickly right now? And everything like that is claim transmit, because lower back again. Bring a lot of energy to the lower back, please. What would it take for me to say yes to miracles? What would it take for me to say yes to miracles? What would it take for me to say yes to miracles right now, into paying off debt and becoming a great money manager and bringing in lots and lots of money? And everything like that is clear and transmit, because what would it take for me to say yes to miracles? What would it take for me to say yes to miracles? What would it take for me to say yes to miracles, to becoming debt free completely right now, this moment, this right now? Everything like that is clear and transmit, because what would it take for me to have a miracle repayment? What would it take for me to have a miracle repayment? What would it take for me to have a miracle repayment? What would it take for me to have a miracle repayment plan, which gets me debt free very quickly, within weeks, within months? And everything like that is claim transfer, because of opportunity. What would it take for me to say yes right now? What would it take for me to say yes right now? What would it take for me to yes right now? What would it take for me to say yes right now? And everything like that is claim transfer, because of opportunity. What would it take for me to know that I can do it right now? What would it take for me to do it right now? What would it take for me to know that I can do it right now? And everything like that is claim transfer, because of opportunity. What would it take for me to know that I can let go of this sadness? What would it take for me to let go of this powerlessness? What would it take for me to let go of this embarrassment? What would it take for me to let go of all this pain? What would it take for me to let go of all this anguish and this anxiety? What would it take for me to let go of all these negative, strong emotions around debt right now, and be clear and be happy and be feeling empowered and in control around money and around debt right now? And everything where that is clear and transmit across the time. What would it take for me to know that I'm in control? What would it take for me to know that I'm in control? What would it take for me to know I'm in control? What would it take for me to know that I'm absolutely in control? And everything where that is clear and transmit across the time. What would it take for me to know that I'm in control of my own money and I'm an excellent money manager? And everything where that is clear and transmit across the time. What would it take for me to know that I'm an excellent money manager? What would it take for me to know that I'm an excellent money manager? What would it take for me to know that I'm an excellent money manager? Everything where that is clear and transmit because the time is space and reality. What would it take for me to know that I can do it right now? What would it take for me to know that I can do it right now? What would it take for me to know that I can do this right now? And everything like that is clear and transmit across the time, space, and reality. What would it take for me to have miracles in my life right now? What would it take for me to have miracles in my life right now? What would it take for me to have miracles in my life right now? What would it take for me to have miracles in my life right now? And everything like that is clear and transmit across the time, space, and reality. What would it take for me to let go and of all this pain and anguish and sadness around money and debt right now, and actually feel empowered? And everything like that is clear and transmit across the time, space, and reality. What would it take for me to feel empowered? What would it take for me to feel self-worth? What would it take for me to feel really worthy? What would it take for me to have high self-worth? What would it take for me to feel a person of high financial integrity? What would it take for me to know that I'm a person of high financial integrity? What would it take for me to know that I can honor myself? What would it take for me to know that I'm great with money and a great money manager? And everything like that is clear and transmitted because I'm rich this in reality. What would it take for me to know that I'm great with money? What would it take for me to know that I have great money skills? What would it take for me to become a great money manager? And everything like that is clear and transmitted because I'm rich reality. What would it take for me to know that I have good debt? What would it take for me to use other people's money and have good debt? And use that in my business and to exponentially grow my business and have a great ROI, return on investment. And everything like that is clear and transmitted across the time, space, and reality. What would it take for me to become an excellent money manager and only invest in things which bring me ROI? What would it take for me to become a great money manager and become so intuitive and so highly intuitive that I know that I only invest in those products and services and those courses which give me at least 100% on ROI on everything I invest? And anything where that is clear and transmitted because the time, which is this in reality. Anywhere and everywhere, I cannot do this efficiently right now. Let's claim transfer because the time is reality. What would it take for me to become an excellent money manager to only invest and do things that bring me at least 100% ROI? And anything where that is clear and transmitted because the time, which is this in reality. Anywhere and everywhere, I cannot do this right now. Let's clear and transfer because the time is this reality. What would it take for me to become an excellent money manager? What would it become an excellent money manager? What would it take for me to become an excellent money manager? And everything like that is clear and transmitted because the time is just this in reality. What would it take for me to know that I'm worthy? What would it take for me to know that I am happy? What would it take for me to be happy around money, around my debt right now? Everything aware that, let's clear and transmit because the damage is based reality. What would it take for me to put a plan in motion, which is great and efficient and a miraculous plan, which allows me to get rid of all my bad debt within the next 12 weeks, 12 months? Everything where that is clear and transmit because the damage is based on reality. What would it take for me to love myself? What would it take for me to love myself? What would it take for me to love myself? What would it take for money to love me? What would it take for me to love money? What would it take for me to love money? What would it take for me to love my money and my good debt and myself and know that I'm worthy and know that money is worthy of me and I know that I'm worthy of money? And everything and anything in way of that, let's clear and transmute because the damage is based on reality. What would it take for me to know that I'm worthy? What would it take for me to know that I'm worthy? What would it take for me to know that I'm worthy? And everything where that is clear and transmute across our time, which is space and reality. All right, take a nice deep breath. And open your eyes. And I want you to quickly just tell me in the chat box, stop sharing for a minute, how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Maya is like a goddess. Wow, that's quite a feeling. I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased. That was intense, guys. Yeah. Feel better, lightheaded, but definitely need to do the clearing again. Yeah, Nisha, you should definitely do. I think everybody does because today was. I don't know if that's the case with Matty. I'll ask you that one-on-one to one. But I feel that every time we're doing these sessions, they're getting more and more powerful. And maybe I'm able to channel better or more strongly. I don't know if that's the case, but I felt that today was a really powerful session. So yeah, and I felt the need that you guys will need to clear it, at least do it once more. So everybody says, same, need to do this again. I feel lighter. Great, fantastic. So you've got, yeah, again, I'll tap in. And I would say most of you have let go about 40% now. So, but you definitely need to listen to this at least once more, even twice more. And I would definitely do that. Shemanta says, tired, that's good. That's a good thing, my lovely. Judith, exhausted, but a little better and easier. Yeah, that would be great. I feel calm. This was the scariest clearing for me. Felt things hovering outside my bubble, my light. Yeah, that was your entity, my lovely. So we cleared that. Don't worry. You're clear now. So that feeling should have gone now. You should have that anymore because I've got rid of it. That's an entity. I've got rid of it. Don't worry. And Matty says drowsy. Yeah, Matty. Actually, it's almost 12 o'clock for you, so you're gonna be sleeping here. But yeah, we've cleared a lot of energy on you as well, my lovely. So yes, thank you. So yes, you would be drowsy, my lovely. Okay, so can we do a quick check-in before I let you guys go? Because I know it's quite late for you, Matty. Yvonne says thank you. You're welcome, Yvonne. You're welcome, my lovely. Okay, so quickly check in. Oh God, what have I done? That's clever, isn't it? I haven't shared my screen. Haha. Okay, let's share the screen. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, just quickly write this down, please. How happy are you with your debt now? On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with debt now? 1 being not happy and 10 being very happy. Okay, and I hope to see big numbers now because we've changed how you see your debt. So we got from 10, 10, 10, even more answers 10, which is wonderful. Whoa, fantastic. Julie's still about 4, but you've moved up from 1 to a 4, which isn't bad actually, Julie. So that's actually not bad. Okay. Okay. How comfortable do you feel about paying? How comfortable do you feel about having debt? So how comfortable do you feel now about having debt on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not very happy and 10 being very happy? Again, Sharon says now 10, 8, 10, 7. Okay, that's great. So these are higher numbers than before. Some are really high numbers, but some of actually who are used to be very low has gone up. This is brilliant. Fantastic, exactly what I want to see. Okay, lovely. And okay, how happy are you with the idea of money? How happy are you now with the idea of money? Please share on a scale of 1 to 10. And we've got 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So, oh, woohoo. Okay, awesome. Julia says 8, but everybody else says 10, which is awesome. Right, okay. And how confident do you feel that you can be debt-free? So I've got the sentences all over the place. I'll change it for when you give the workbooks. So how happy do you feel? Okay, good. Okay, good. Zillions, 10, 9. Okay, oh, great numbers. And last question, how happy are you about feeling wealthy? How happy are you about feeling wealthy? Let's go 1 to 10. Assuming high numbers again. Awesome. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay. So now, home play, your homework. So you need to, remember in the mornings, you need to write your goals, whatever monetary goals you're working at. You need to write them out 3 times in the morning, and you need to write out 3 things you're grateful for. So remember, 3 things in the morning that you are your goals, whatever amount it is. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I make 10,000 a month, easily and effortlessly, whatever. And then you also try 3 things you're grateful for. And then evening, you try 3 things again, the same goals again, 3 times at least. Write more times if you like, but at least write it 3 times. And by hand, by the way, and you don't type this in, you write it with pen and paper. There's a reason for that. There's a logic, there's a method to the madness. So with hand, you write out how much you you write out your goals by hand, and then 3 things you receive. So 3 things you receive in the evenings, and then your homework again. So it's week 2, I need to upgrade those too. Your homework is to rewrite your stories, which I mentioned earlier. Okay, you need to write your new story for the next 7 days. Okay, my lovelies. So this is the end of this session, which was again very powerful. Go mention something, of course, Maya. So I'll open you up, unmute you, and you can speak. Go, Maya. Go, Maya. You can speak. You can speak, Maya.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you, lovely.
So something really interesting happened. So halfway through, you said something about repaying debt, right? There was one particular sentence, and all of a sudden, it was like the whole concept did a 360.
Oh, wow.
And the universe showed me how much more I have given out in time and money and effort and healing and support and than I have ever received in any lifetime ever. And it just came back. It just came back. Wow. It came, and it was, and I just thought, wow. And there was something, you said something about a plan, a debt repayment plan, right? But at that point, it was like everyone else was making a debt repayment plan to me. For all the energy and support, and I'm sitting there.
The karmic thing came out, so that I think that's
absolutely,
yeah.
And then it was like suddenly I'm in this temple, and it was like a kind of Atlantean Egyptian temple, and I'm
Atlantis,
paying homage. Yeah. It was just went right back into this.
I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps as you say this, Maya. I'm getting goosebumps. So yeah.
I feel, girl, I have to say, I feel completely different.
Wow.
On an energy level, and even with the numbers, I can't explain, because the vibration, and I'm telling you all of this, everybody, because I just want you to, what I want you to understand is you have all given out so much more than you think you owe.
Yeah.
Right? And I really want to stress that completely. And this debt shit that everyone's, it is just a social construct, and it's contrived to keep you stuck. Debt isn't even, if you really, really look into, I remembered now, girl, what I did. The process was called the straw man process.
Okay.
Right? That's what I did. And so I really understood, and I learnt how debt is generated and what debt really is. And when I understood, I thought, that's it. I'm not playing this stupid game anymore, and I'm not going to feel guilty or obligated or anything, because actually I'm being stolen from every single day.
Yeah.
And, and when I did that flip, that was me finally relaxing, stopping, picking up I switched off all the phones, because I was getting 20, 30 debt calls a day, and stuff. I had some, what happened, guys, just to let you know, is I actually, I got a contract, and I was supposed to get all my expenses back, and over a year the company didn't pay me back my expenses, and they ran me up therefore £50,000 worth of debt. And I know it was very painful, and my partner David is terrified of that kind of thing, and I didn't feel I could come home. I was sort of stuck in the States, and I didn't feel I could come back to the UK because I couldn't deal with his stuff. Right? So it's really, anyway, but having said all of that, I fixed it, I dealt with it all. But today, girl, I'm just delighted, and I'm just excited, and I'm just so pleased to be part of this group, and so pleased to have met you. And I just want to hug everybody, because you're all utterly awesome, and you are not, what is going on for you all, if I may say so, is not what you think. And please remember what I said. You all give out so much more than you possibly could owe, right? And you are actually debt free already.
But that's
That's
a
all I
good
wanted to
thing.
share.
Thank you, Maya. Thank you so much for sharing, and that's beautifully put. And I actually do agree. That's a great way to look at it. You just look upon yourself as debt-free right now, or actually, if you can't get your head around it, just the positive twist that I gave you, that was brilliant as well. Just use that. So Maya, it was brilliant. But you one or the other, see it that way. As long as you can see your debt in a positive light, that's what you need, because you need to be able to pay it off. Until you can do that, you'll be stuck in the cycle of debt. And so that's very powerful. Thank you so much, Maya. Thank you so much. And so we've got some comments here. Sabine says, I know what you mean. What I'm giving out it's amazing, but I know it's coming back in. Yes, Sabine, you are. I mean, Sabine's doing phenomenally well with her club. So yeah, you are, and you are actually getting that. You know that your memberships are growing. You've got about 50 members in your club now, which is awesome. Fantastic. Yvonne says, thank you, Maya, and thank you, Go. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you so much. And Julie says, thank you. Freedom feels possible. Absolutely. Like this is even those people who didn't have much debt, I said, stay in the session today, because I knew I could just feel it. I knew we were going to channel a lot of energy, and I don't remember channeling karmic energy before, and I channeled some karmic energy. There was some karmic debts that we sort of got rid of as well. And for that reason, I do karmic clearing based on separate thing, and I've never included a boot camp before, but for this time around it came up. So it needs to be channeled in today's session for the container of the people that are in this container. We're actually watching in the replays also, and that's why it's so powerful. So I'm super pleased. Unless there's somebody else wants to share something else. Simi says, thanks so much. I'm always knocked out during the positive round. Simi, that's found. I would recommend everybody listen to this session, the clearing session. Those who are watching on the replay, please do go back and listen to the clearing session at least twice. Minimum once more, but at least twice, I think, ideally, and just work through it. This has been amazing, and I really, without sounding arrogant, honest to God, I can't even take credit, because I think a lot of the time I was channeling when I was taking out entities. There's a lot of entities being released today as well. So when that was happening, I had a lot of guides. I did get help. So those of you like Maya, you're intuitive, you'll know this, and obviously Matty does as well. We do use guides. I have my guides, and I have my angels who help me to clear you guys also. So Yvonne, you're protected. I've protected you as well. Don't worry, and you're safe. So you won't get nightmares tonight either. It's just in case you're worried or something like that. You'll be fine. Okay, you are protected and you're loved. So I put you in a bubble of love and light, and you're taking care, my lovely. Okay. Okay, Yvonne says, "Goo, you are wonderful. Thank you. You're welcome, my lovely." Okay, and Julie says, I started to smile the moment the positive round started, like the door opened to happiness and relief. Thank you. You're welcome, Julia. You are more than welcome, my lovely. Absolutely, you're welcome. Okay, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up. We've gone over 2 hours. Oh, me and my timing of 1.5 hours. Jesus. Oh, well, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, can you give me hands up? There's nobody here that wanted the 8 o'clock time. There's nobody here that wanted the 8 o'clock time. Does this work, or can we go back to the 1 p.m.? Because then I can just tell everybody. Nobody turned up who wanted the 8 p.m. Can we go back to the 1 p.m., please? Nisha says 1 p.m. is better. For me, 1 p.m. is better. You're saying 1 p.m. is better. I know Kusha would prefer it. So Kusha, you don't bother answering. I even know you myself. Maya says not 8 p.m., 1 p.m. please. Okay, Maya says 8. So everybody, Yvonne says 1 p.m. is fine. Julie says both work. For those who want both work, then let's stick to the 1 p.m. Bloody hell. We've gone for 8 p.m. for those people who haven't even turned up. Oh my goodness. Seriously, people. Okay. Sharon says, either goes one, I'm back from vacation. Okay, so people, just to let you guys know, I've made the decision, the executive decision, we're going to stick to 1 p.m., okay? Because that time is better for everybody, a majority of people, and including myself, because they don't have to worry about the stupid kids. Excuse my language. They're not stupid, they're lovely, wonderful kids. I don't have to worry about, putting them to sleep early or getting them upstairs. Okay. Brilliant, fantastic. So I will catch you guys. So just a reminder, I'm going to put this post up. This actually, I'm going to go live because I'm going to go do another live. And this is my 5th live today. Bloody hell! I'll go live in the Bootcamp group and tell that we made a decision that we're going to make from next Thursday onwards. The sessions for Thursday will remain at 1 o'clock because everybody wants 1 o'clock. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to let you go. Thank you for being such wonderful people. I love you all. I'm so proud of you. Oh, by the way, can you start sharing what you're getting? I'm going to actually, you know what? Don't worry. I'll put it in the, I'm going to go live in the bootcamp anyway. I'll tell you what to do. So don't worry. But yeah, start sharing your things, but I'm going to tell you how to as well. Okay. Okay, anyone, I'm going to end this now, and I will see you all very soon, probably in the bootcamp or the MM group, or most likely next week. Okay. Bye for now. Have a lovely evening. Thank you. Bye.